Cinemassacre's Monster Madness, and we got a monster mash for you today. In our history of horror films, we started in the silent era, worked our way through the golden age of the 1930s and 40s, where all the major movie monsters were established. Then we got into the 1950s boom of sci-fi B-movies, the coming of color gothic thrillers of the 60s and the 70s, and the 80s slasher flicks. Throughout this era, many new monsters were established, all starting their own series. We had Leatherface, Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger, Pinhead, Chucky, Leprechaun. All these characters have made their mark on movie history. But near the end of the 80s, a little movie came out called The Monster Squad, which brought back all the classic monsters: Dracula, the Mummy, the Wolfman, the Creature from the Black Lagoon, and Frankenstein's monster. All of them perfectly recognizable, but all with a fresh makeover, in color, and with a contemporary setting. Not only is it a reunion of these monsters, but the first time I believe they've all been featured in a live-action movie. The Monster Squad is just an ordinary group of kids with a clubhouse and a tree, but they gotta save the world from monsters.
Is Frankenstein the name of the monster or the guy who made him?
The guy.
Right.
Sounds corny, but for all the right reasons. This is a fun movie. The special effects are great, the spooky scenery is just right on, the comedy's great, everything just fits into place. It also has one of the most famous movie lines since It's Alive.
Wolfman's got nards!
You know a werewolf can only be killed by, no, not a kick in the nards, but a silver bullet. Now, did you ever wonder what would happen if you cut off a werewolf's head or blew him up? Well, this is the first movie to explain that. He just comes back together. The first time I saw that, I think I pissed myself. The movie has an awkward balance. It tries to be a family film, but at the same time, not quite.
You bitch!
But it's a unique mix of comedy and horror, and for a while it was a rare cult favorite, but today it's starting to get the recognition it deserves. Well, after Monster Squad, throughout the 90s and 2000s, we began to see modern remakes of all the classic monsters one after another. Bram Stoker's Dracula, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, Wolf, The Mummy, Hollow Man, Phantom of the Opera, another monster reunion in Van Helsing, and even a remake of Creature from the Black Lagoon is on the way, proving that the classic monsters never die. Every Halloween you see them everywhere, in TV commercials, costume stores, cereal boxes, and all kinds of merchandise. But if you're in the mood for a fun monster movie, gather around with some popcorn and put on The Monster Squad.